Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name remains Dami as always, and yeah, if you're seeing my face for the very first time, welcome to my channel. Please do well to subscribe before you leave, and yeah, and if you like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. I will appreciate that favor from everyone. Okay, about today's video is going to be a very quick one. So I've done a little video about migrating to Australia, but today I just want to emphasize on skills assessment. So basically, very briefly, we're going to be looking at Australia skills assessment, the cost and the timeline. If this is something you want to know more about, please stay tuned and keep watching. So the first point we'll be talking about today are the different bodies that are certified by the Australian Home Affairs. You know what I mean. And so this link I'm putting, it's the Home Affairs direct website, so it's not anybody. And bear in mind, you can contact these bodies directly via their website. So just go to the assessing body. There's a website, go to their website, don't pay anybody. I've seen a lot of people being scammed for skills assessments. Some of these things, sometimes I feel like we look for the easy way out and that's how we get scammed. Go to the website that they've provided to you for the assessing body and let them do it for you. So that's number one. There are different assessing bodies. I am an accountant and my assessing body was CA Australia. So it's either you use CA Australia or CPA Australia. So it's chartered accountant body in Australia basically. So that's the first thing. So there's different occupations and different assessing bodies. So it's not just one assessing body that would do the all assessments. Anyways, that's number one. The second thing I'll be talking about is the timeline. So as I've mentioned, there are different assessing bodies, so different organizations have different timeline. For me, I did mine with CA Australia and it took about 1.5 months, and then it took this long again, I think, because I did it in bits. So I'll get up to that as well. So I did initially my kind of education assessment. So by this I submitted transcript. I'll list out what I submitted, and then there was at the point I got up to and I realized, oh, I actually need my experience assessed as well. So I needed them to state my experience. The next is the things you need to submit. So as well, most times it's going to be similar because I'll ask someone who is not an accountant and what we submitted is very similar, because what they are looking at is, have you taken the right course to be able to do this job? So you know what I mean. So some of the things they're going to be requiring will be very similar. So for me, what I was asked to submit was mainly my transcripts from my university. I've claimed that I have a BSc in accounting. So based on this, I am saying I have the required skills to perform as an accountant, you know. So they've asked me for my transcript to show all the courses I did and that the degree I have is equivalent to an Australian degree. So they asked for my transcript, they asked for my certificates, and then they asked, I think the hardest thing for me getting was that they asked me for my student handbook. So not handbook peruse, like course outline, yeah, not student handbook. They asked me for my course outline. So I'm like, where do I get? But luckily I was able to get it. They asked for course outline. So this course outline is meant to say I did accounting 1, ACC 101, and these were the topics we took. We did business law. I know business law is one issue a lot of people have had in the past. So you did business law, and these were the topics, like the different topics we covered under business law. So those are the kind of things they asked for. And then because I was claiming also point, I was also assessing. What I did was just to submit all the credentials I had. So I also submitted, I have my ACCA. So they asked me for letter of good standing with ACCA, payslip. And because I was also claiming for my experience, and why I used ACCA for me was it was easier. I realized that just converting using my ACCA was equivalent to a degree in Australia. So I felt like if anything was questionable about my first degree, my ACCA will cover up. So that was, and it was easy to assess. Like they already have a kind of relationship. CA Australia has a kind of conversion partnership or relationship with ACCA. So that was why I actually used my ACCA. So what I did was, and I think from my skills assessment, what they looked at basically was my ACCA. They didn't look at my first degree, because I remember they said my ACCA was equivalent to an Australian degree. So that was just what they used, which was fine. So because I used the ACCA, they asked me for a letter of good standing from ACCA, which I just got from the website. I did not need to reach out to anybody. When I wanted to assess my experience as well, they asked me for pay slips from my employer for all the years of experience I was claiming, and then letter from my employers as well. So pay slip and letter of employment, I think those were the two main things they asked me for my years of experience. So those are the main things they will ask you for. Most of these things are readily available here and there. I know with pay slips most times we'll have them, but with letter from employer, I think you might need to obtain that. Transcripts, I had my transcript from way back that I'd done. I think there was one application I did at some point that made me have my transcript in hand. Ensure that if they've said that they are going to, if you've contacted your school, wherever, back home, wherever you are, and they said they are going to send directly to the assessing body in Australia, make sure you monitor it, get the tracking number, and ensure that this document arrive the assessing body in a good time, and also follow up, track it. But I was able to submit all my documents myself, because I already had a copy of my certified copy of my transcripts with me from way back. Okay, and another thing is to know that this skills assessment, they last for 3 years. So start the process on time. In my last video I mentioned that some people are able to even secure a job because they put in that they have their skills already assessed, and they have a positive skills assessment in their CV, and it gives them like an edge. So start the process on time. It lasts for 3 years, and you can still reuse it should you eventually try to change your visa type, you know what I mean. So, and then lastly, ensure that this skills assessment process is very easy, straightforward, very hassle free. So far you're submitting the right original documents. Avoid as much as possible, avoid using falsified documents, because these are the type of things that frustrates the process. So submit the right documents, and trust me, it's quite easy. So if migrating to Australia is on your mind, and you have a skilled occupation, or your occupation is in the priority migration list, this is something you should consider. And then the cost for me, it was $540, and that was all I spent because I didn't have to get any of these things fresh, like my transcript. If I was getting my transcript from my university, obviously they would have asked me. With ACCA, I just go to the website and download my transcript anytime I need it. So the only money I paid was directly to CA, and I paid $540, and that was it for me. I will include a snapshot of what the results looks like, the eventual result after the assessment is done. And bear in mind, this positive skills assessment you're looking at now does not include my experience, because I just got to a point where I could use the one I had, which is what you're looking at now. So yeah, this is what my positive skills assessment looks like, and it's very easy. If it's on your mind, please just do it. It's not cheap. I've seen some occupations that the skills assessment is $1,000, is $2,000. So like but mine was cheap. I would say maybe, I don't know, CA is just nice to us. Yeah, mine was just about $540. That's all I had to pay, and that was all. So yeah, that's the whole cost, and those are the important things you need to know about skills assessment in Australia. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I will respond as much as I know, and as much as I can. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Short, quick and easy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please ensure you subscribe if you're yet to do so. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.